Hey all, this is Synosis and we're back with more Brotato. And we are playing as the engineer. We are currently fought another character and we're at wave 11. So that, we have gotten pretty lucky actually. Not gonna lie. Like, are we having dex luck? I don't know, man. I mean, that would be pretty crazy. We have actually have dex luck. But that, because what are also looks like, I mean, we have 6 luck, but still, that is absolutely nothing. And I feel like that first round, right, that we did right, when things were going pretty well, we had like pretty high harvesting. We had like 172 harvesting. I think by the end, I almost didn't see where we were there at that point. Do we still have negative armor though, is the question. No, we have 1, okay. No. Yes. No. Because we lose too much attack speed. Reroll, please. Yes, 3 armor. Damn, but we cap our thing. No, we get that anyway. We have 56 engineering. It's absolutely insane. And we look at that. Not a fish hook. You don't mind if I do. We have absolutely glass cannon. I mean, kinda. I mean, we do have that. Okay, so 15% is the maximum speed we can move at, but we have 4 armor. But we do need max HP and some sort of healing. But we have 8 HP regeneration, but I definitely feel like maybe we want lifesteal. But lifesteal won't work for what hurts, right? No. So I definitely feel like we probably want to get Alien Eyes eventually and stuff like that, and other black passives that can use to like passive damage and stuff like that, because, Yeah, but we do have the monkey also, right? Right, so picking up materials are like very powerful for us to do. I don't even remember what part we're on currently, actually. Okay, I mean, I don't feel like we have super much cash. Okay, so 20 plus range, that is just free range. Oh man. More harvesting. More armor. Get that, ooh. Okay, and we combine this. And now we have triple purple. 10% melee damage, 6% attack speed, 10% speed for 8 seconds when you take damage. Is that worth it though? We don't care about elemental damage, right? Because we only have 1. I think we want that, because then we could get more speed if we ever, That will slow down and we slow. So now we have triple purple. That's absolutely insane though. I mean, we're not locked in or anything, because I mean, like 29, we might get like 1 shot. Even though we have 6 armor, how much damage reduction is that? Yeah, 29% less damage. I mean, but I'm guessing, right, that there has to be a cap, right? You cannot like get like 100% damage reduction. But this 100% damage reduction, does that mean you just half the damage? Or does that mean that you're immune to damage? Because I'm getting that, I'm guessing that different enemy damage is different, so there might still be things that will damage you, you know, stuff that, you know. Okay, we have 30, but that feels like actually higher than what we had previously, right? Yeah, so that's also a reason why we want to have a lot of the tools. We've seen another tool, by the way. Melee damage didn't do anything for this character, right? Oh man, so many curses though. Get that, get this, get that. Yeah, we have a lot of curse now actually, we have 14 now. Alright, but enemies have a very low chance of getting curse, of course. Lock that for now. Okay. Yeah, picking up materials heals us, and that is actually a very good combination and stuff that. Which is why the harvesting is going to be important. Oh, please come. Come here. Come here. Come hither. As they say. They say. Damn, those alien bastards gonna pay for shooting up my rock. Yeah, you can actually fit in this game actually. And our engineering is going crazy. But our turrets are likely to work. How much? We have 57 engineering, right? Because whenever we take engineering, we're getting so much more from the engineering. We are like getting, yeah, like 25%. But I mean, it's not the super highest like increase. 5% damage get to plus curse though. Yes. My 5% attack speed though. Fruit, I know how good that is. Lock. Burning though. Max HP though. We only go for 1 orange now, by the way, I think. Yes. Okay, wave 15, guys. Wave 15. Okay. This could be absolutely insane, man. And I know that you can actually co-op in this. By the way, you know. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna try that out with someone at some point, you know. I mean, you know, that would be crazy. I mean, you know, but then we would need to find someone we could actually communicate with, right? And that would be okay with us, like recording and stuff that, you know. But then, right, like, I mean, you can make it so that they cannot hear what they say, you know, stuff that, but then we would also need to find like a good audio balance, right, you know, so that the person doesn't become too loud or whatever, you know, and stuff that. But I wonder how that works then, if both people need to agree to continue on the wave, or if it's just the person that's player one that controls all that, you know. Just wait for the materials, man. Just wait for the materials, man. There's no reason to actually go out. Okay, more HP regen. Do we finally take life steal? Yes. We got more luck. It's just got cursed. Good. Okay, so that's a tool as well. Yeah. And that's a tool. I bought students a tool, of course. That's a very good engineering thing, the diploma, which already have one of more turrets as well. Now the question though, if we curse, for example, like a turret, does that mean that all the turrets get cursed? Is the question, right? If we curse that one item, does that mean that all of our turrets will count as being cursed? Right, the question is, does also the branch, for example, if we find a cursed branch, Does the cursed wrench turn into, you know, something? Okay, we have 21% curse. What is the chance to spawn a cursed enemy? 14.8%, okay. That is really scary though, but we have 45 HP now. We have like 5 armor. I mean, it's not really that great, but you know, we are doing very well, but that's what it looked like last time, you know. We had way more health last time, right? I think we did, we had way more health. I feel like it's stupid to go away from our turrets, but we need to when they charge in. More life steal, please. So we combine those two, so we can get the blue one. Oh man. Want alien housing, let's get the small fish. I hope we can have the maximum amount of wrenches by the time we reach wave 20. I feel like that would be necessary. Oh damn, we took so much damage from one hit just. Even with 5 armor. I mean, why haven't we seen any of the, or maybe, right, we need to like use survive like with other characters just to be able to get certain unlocks, you know. Because we probably don't have the things yet that can use the infinite scalar, like max health or whatever, right? We probably don't have that. But what if there are things that require us to play on the DLC stage is the question, you know. You know. That's the question, oh man. Because I know that there are things that can infinitely like scale or health or whatever, like at the end of the round, like bonus materials can like convert into health or whatever. Or yeah, that's just a brainer. More harvesting. Oh man. Weapon damage additional skill with elemental damage burning activates slow, okay. But that gives you 8. And yeah, that's I still want that locked. That's cursed wrench though. Can we get that though? Can we? That might seem insane. Yeah, shoot piercing bullets, and that's now a cursed purple wrench even. Keep that in mind, that's cursed and that's purple. So now we have finally a cursed weapon, which is gonna like the cursed stuff is gonna carry us hard, by the way. Because you know, yeah, sure, like the cursed enemies are very, very deadly and stuff that, but I feel like, you know, if we can now start getting more cursed wrenches, you know, and stuff that, then that's going to be really, really useful. You know, even though they're going to be expensive. Yeah, we're completely breaking stuff now. So I'm guessing we have a cursed turret as well. Although it would have been nice if it would have been like an outline for our turrets. So we could have known like, okay, which turret is cursed. I'm guessing that one. The one, because that one has something weird when its eyes are. I need to get over the health here. Materials. Yeah, 2000 enemies, okay. More engineering, good. Reroll, please. More range, more armor. We lock that. Can we get this? We lock that. Reroll. We lock you. Yes. Yes. Good. So I'm hoping, how many fish hooks do we have? Do we only, no, we have 2 out of 3. We have a cursed fish hook. Locked items and weapons have 3% chance to become cursed when leaving the shop. Or 20%. So do they stack? Or is it like 20%? So you have a 20% chance, and then it rolls a 33% chance, like it doesn't like combine it, right? Well, how does that work? Does it say here chance to curse? Reroll price is standard. 32%, okay. Yeah, I don't think we can see that here, sadly. No, okay. Enemies have 20%. Some weapons you find also have a 6%, 2% chance of being cursed. Okay, so that's used like with that amount of curse, you have a 6.2% chance that thing is cursed. But then, of course, the fish hook make you have a higher chance. So I think that basically that this 33% does not stack with this 20%. So it's not that you have like 30, 40, 50% chance, you know, instead of that, you know. I wonder if you can see that in the default interface, because generally something that Dex does, he looks at it and he looks at if it has cursed something or not. But you cannot see that here, you know, so he has a thing that makes it so that you can see if it has cursed something, you know, and stuff like that. And we are level 24 at wave 19, so, you know, that's pretty good, I feel like, you know. I mean, we only need to swarm one more wave after this, but we need to also be careful here, of course, because we could still die even when we're hugging our turret, because, you know, there's our armor. Our armor is 7 though, and our life steal is what? 9? It's not super high, by the way, keep that in mind. We have 53 health though, which again is not super much. Let's level up. We're actually killing a lot of cursed enemies, and cursed enemies of course means more money or more materials rather. Imagine, right, if you cursed all those weapons. I mean, there's probably not a chance that we're gonna be able to afford everything, right? If we cursed everything. I mean, this is an insane amount of materials, so... Oh. We cursed a laser turret. Okay. Attack speed is nice, but we want more max HP. Reroll. More max HP. We got another cursed range. We got a piggy bank. Do we just get these? I will keep them. Yes. Okay, so we have 2 cursed wrenches. One is blue, one is purple. Okay, so 2 cursed wrenches, can we survive? That's a different boss, that's not the boss that we're used to. Maybe this boss is easier. He seems to move way slower. But did we get the thing that slows down enemies? Did we get the ugly tooth? Yes, we did. And it's cursed also. Yeah, it definitely feels like this boss is going to be no problem to kill actually, because he is really slow even though he like spawns projectiles. Like, what is our speed? Now 29%, but our maximum speed is actually 15, right? Yeah, we move 14% faster there, even though we have 29 speed. We're not gonna focus on killing the boss yet though. I feel like we could just passively kill the boss, so we're just gonna go around and kill stuff. Because I feel like we have like almost like 0 risk of dying. Now we do take a lot of damage, of course, if we actually take damage. Almost dead. Fucking hell, I keep going through that, like... Stop fucking doing that, please. We're so close to fucking dying. Need to fucking kill that thing. Can you stop fucking doing that? We need to get closer to it. Like, okay, sure. Oh, damn, that's insane. We finally got the boss down though, so now we're safe to move around. But we're not 100% safe. No, don't take that. Take that. I don't care about melee damage though, but we get more HP regen. Engineering, please. One out of curse range. Yes. Reroll. Range damage, range. Yes. But because that should still affect, right? Turret maybe. Yeah, so we have 3 cursed tools. Yeah. And we have fought 6 curse. Let's see how things go. Now we're into upper endless. 21 minutes game. Yeah, that got really scary there. I'm guessing the boss starts doing that when it's actually low enough on HP, so you don't want to leave the boss like that on low HP that I did here. So, but now we know that if we see that boss again, we know that we need to actually kill the boss. But I feel like this is eventually just gonna snowball, right? Because we are gonna eventually like just have so much materials, I feel like, you know. I mean, so our armor aren't that great, it's just 7 armor that we have. Now the question though is, can cursed weapons be upgraded with non-cursed stuff? Perfect vision, okay. That got cursed. That got cursed. Elemental damage though, We do have some though. Yes, it does upgrade. Even cursed stuff. That is actually good as well. I mean, man, we're gonna reach a point basically where we have so many turrets now. Like, I wonder if it's actually possible to like... Is it possible to have turrets all over the stage? I mean, I guess it won't prevent the enemies from spawning, right? If we have like too many turrets, right? But you know... Because I feel like we're gonna reach a point, right, where we just want to roll as many turrets as possible. The question is, do we have a maximum amount when it comes to like turrets, right? Do they say that there is a maximum amount to the turrets, by the way? No, I don't think it says. Again, we have 62% there on the curse. Because I mean, right, like a lot of people are like, oh, immediately if you get curse, it's really bad. But it's not, right, because like decks make it sound like that a curse just makes enemies tougher. Yeah, sure, enemies become stronger and more materials, but even at 62, it's only at 27% chance that enemies become cursed and stuff like that. But maybe it's just that when you play on the Inge 5, then maybe like the curse changes how it works. So that like you don't need as much curse for enemies to get a higher chance to get stronger. Yeah, we just want that because it's very roll price. Oh, engineering. That got cursed. Elemental damage, let's get that. Bunny deals. That could be good. Yeah, I know that's totally get a lot of people say, oh, it's not, or you know, that it's not good. But I mean that it could save you, like if something would insta-kill you, you know, then we could survive. You know, that's the thing, right? If you're only taking one hit from something, you know, and stuff that, like maybe you're not paying attention, maybe there's a boss that you haven't seen before or something, you know. I mean, what is our armor? Armor is 9, okay. Harvesting is 64, so we are losing harvesting. You're definitely losing harvesting. Of course, the more curse we have also, the more materials we're gonna get. So that is why having the curses are really important when you're going into Endless and stuff that, you know. So do we have maximum? Yeah, we do have maximum amount of wrenches. But yeah, so at one point we're gonna basically be rolling for wrenches, I feel like, so we can get like them to the highest like strength possible, as like quick as possible. Yeah. It's absolutely insane though, I feel like. Okay, so now we have 3 legendaries and we have 2 cursed legendaries here. Maybe that was absolutely suicidal to do. We will see. You know, we still have a lot of turrets actually. So what is giving us max health though? I feel like we got more max health from that shopping spree we did. Yeah, the harvesting is still going down. 9 armor equals what? Yeah, 38% less damage. And then one turrets are blasting and we are at 107 engineering. Yeah, it is scary. There's a lot of cursed enemies. And stuff that, you know. I forgot what our record was though. So much cursed though. But yeah, we lock that in case it gets cursed. Yes. No. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. 83 curse means what exactly? Means they have a 31.2 chance of being cursed. Okay. And now our health is cursed as well. How much bonus XP are we getting? Our XP gain is 163%. I thought we were going to be able to be like, go down here and check what the stat did, but we cannot do that on secondary stats. It's a bit sad. Yeah, so the tardigrade, when it gets cursed, is absolutely insane, because that means that it now has a 2 like hits that gets removed and stuff that, you know. So you can think about that as a cheat death mechanic eventually, right? Because I feel like enemies are probably like scaling to like infinite amount of damage. I feel like they're probably going to be doing, you know. is actually getting really scary now. Damage is not enough actually, even with all of this. The question is though, do you need to make it to the endless way for certain things to have a high chance to show up? Or you know... I mean, it's crazy. Don't... Okay. So we unlocked elites and hordes up here. We got a fisherman, % max health, or harvesting. So always sell a bait. Can bait is cheaper. Harvesting for every one bait you have. 6+ base makes some special enemies spawn or free to wave. Okay, but enemies drop less. Gladiator, 10% attack speed for every different weapon you have. So is that melee weapons? No, that is for use different weapons. If I'm plus me damage, you can equip the okay range weapons. But you're slower and you're less lucky. Hunter, 100 plus range. 1% damage for every 10 range you have, okay? So you know you want to do a range build with that, of course. 33% plus crit chance. Okay, so 10 range you have. So gain 33% or 33 plus is from the very start because of the range you already start with, right? Percentage crit damage modifications are increased by 25%, but half the modifications are reduced. And max HP. Leech. Then plus HP regen, okay. 10% lifesteal, 100% chance to do what? 134. Is that luck damage or is that percentage health damage? Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so wow, we have a lot now. Why is that blue now? Wait, why are you blue? Max difficulty beaten. Endless max wave. Okay, so I beaten the Inge 1. And I went to wave 25 on the Inge 1. And with you, with the Brawler, I went to wave 27 the Inge 0. But then where's the other guy? We made it to wave 20 on the Inge 1. So we didn't survive that. We've gotten way more characters that I didn't pay attention to Bull. Okay, so maybe there's a maximum they can show up that you got for unlock because I didn't see this guy before. 20% max HP. HP regeneration armor. HP regeneration's key. You explode when you take damage, but you can't equip weapons. Okay, when you take damage, so you want as much HP generation and stuff as possible. Okay, King. Oh, he's lucky. Has damage for every tier 4 weapon you have. So that's legendary weapons. Also 12 attack speed for every, okay. 5% max health for every, okay. So minus 50% damage for every tier 1 weapon you have. Minus 15% attack speed for every tier weapon you have. And minus 2 max HP for every different tier 1 item you have. So you don't want to be using tier 1 items, you want to get rid of tier 1 as quickly as possible with King. Yeah, there's the Fisherman, there's the Leech. But why did he become blue when he only... Is that because it was staying a 1? Right, so the rarity on the character upgrades. But the rarity doesn't like make him Stormer right now. It is still 1 range. And the damage modifications are reduced by 50%, still the same. Yeah, it doesn't like increase it from it becoming blue there. So you can see he becomes... I mean, he doesn't become different in color. I mean, there is a different grey tone to it. It becomes light grey, but it doesn't show up as a difference there. But yeah. But then why didn't he become light grey? As the Brawler did. I don't know, man. You know. And Gladiator actually sounds pretty fun. Or King, man. I like legendaries. Nah, do we turn off Endless? Nah. Yeah, let's do one without Endless. Let's do one without Endless. And let's use... Actually, let's use Fisherman. See how this goes. So we have knives. There's quite a lot of weapons we can start with now. Crossbow. That is precise. Maybe the Doomslayer was a fisherman all along. Okay. Okay, and this is 1.37 on the cooldown. And it has some knockback and it has piercing. You can clearly see the projectiles. So are we getting more materials then? Range damage. I mean, that's very dangerous though. No? I mean, special enemies, right? But does that mean that they are like... How much can we have though? Because, right, that's positive, right? That gives us damage. So you just do that over and over again. Oh, a hole will appear on wave 11. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, so that thing that you can see there actually only matters on the higher danger levels. Okay, this is super dangerous. Okay, I understand. Okay, so yeah, you don't wanna... Actually, we go again. Okay, I understand now. We don't want to get the bait like too early. We want to make sure that we have the damage first before we go with the bait. I mean, that's important to know. I mean, right, because it just seemed like, right, that oh, you just have enough damage, right? Okay, let's just go with attack speed. Do not fall for the bait. But that also takes up a slot. I think we can afford one bait. We'll lock this. I think we can afford one bait. Can we? Yes, but it is hard. Yeah, I can understand because they shoot those really annoying things. I mean, of course, but if we can get enough, basically, if we can get enough, like attack speed, for example. Yes. Max HP, please. Yes, more HP regen. But an attack speed is gonna become important. I mean, this guy is a different fisherman, you know. No, he just hunts with a double barrel shotgun, right? He used instead of like, you know, fishing regularly he's used that, light, cause there's a loop in my deep cause really light, Yes, attack speed. Get max speed. Yes, get some more. Get that. Get penguin. Reroll. No. Yes. Yes on that and yes on that. Even though that could be dangerous again. Because more enemies. But I feel like more enemies are going to be important because we want to level up quickly, I feel like, with this character. Because he's good with harvesting. But yeah, harvesting shops always a bait. And yes, you get less materials from enemies, which is why getting a lot of harvesting is going to be very important. And this is what we should have done on that very first run we did, and stuff that, Okay. Max XP? Oh, my turrets are good though. Nah. Lock that. Okay. Yeah, I think we can only handle one bait so far. We are basically gonna see how many baits can we handle, right? Because I feel like, okay, sure, we have 6 weapons now. But I feel like we need to upgrade the shotguns first. Before we can survive having more of the things. But does the bait only affect the first wave or whatever, right? Or does it affect all waves? No. It's those open mouth enemies that they add, basically. So that each bait adds more of those enemies that shoot the projectile and stuff like that. Which is why getting the max out is really important. We don't have any armor, right? No. We have 0 armor. We have how much attack speed? 10. Okay. It's harvesting. Right, then we get the double barrel shotgun. We reroll. We get max HP. We get 1 more bait. Yes. Let's see here. He's crazy now, it looks like he has sunglasses on. Not really sunglasses, but some kind of eye implant or something, Damn, I love the sound effect of the shotgun, man. That's like, oh, but we're taking a lot of damage. Never take me alive, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we are gonna need some health recovery, I feel like, My problem is that we're moving slow also. XP regen. Yes. Lock that. Yes. We probably should have rolled again and hope for another shotgun, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think we were too early with taking that bait, maybe. We will see. What's our? Okay, we have 4 in HP regen, which is not very good. Because the way the HP regen works, if you read it, you regenerate 1 HP every 2.14 seconds. And that shows you how much it is per second there. And stuff that, so... Which is why you need very high HP regeneration for it to actually be good. And stuff like that, like you need a lot of it. And of course, if you cannot even survive a hit, then it's gonna be worthless, And this is so dangerous, man. And those breakdowns just do so much damage. More HP regen, please. Get the lifesteal first, get that first. We lose 1 armor though with that. Yeah, we don't want to go negative armor. That could be dangerous. I mean, I wonder if those mouth enemies that you shot the bullet at us, if they actually get replaced eventually by other enemies instead. So that the bait maybe becomes less bad. Maybe it's just that the bait spawns more enemies. That maybe we just got unlucky with those specific enemies spawn. That maybe we had to do with our danger level maybe. Instead, you know. So attack speed. 20%, okay, that's decent. Okay. More harvesting. Get these first. Then we get baby elephant. And then we get that eventually. That's less harvesting, but that's also lifesteal. And that's more XP gain, so we want a black belt for that. Okay, now we're climbing quickly in the danger levels, you know, and stuff that, and we are on danger 2, of course. Danger 5 is of course the maximum, you know. So that, like, that's what you really want to be reaching and playing on like all the time, I feel like, you know. Because we breathe the danger. Yeah, use kite, you know, man, use kite, but we have so little speed, man. That gives us curse. Yes, that does give us curse, okay. I mean, even with one curse, right? With one curse, you have a 1% chance to be cursed, and we have a very, very low percent chance of finding cursed items. No, so yeah. Attack speed. Look at that, look at that. But that is max enemy health though. That's also 15 max HP though. Might be really dangerous if we combine that with wave 12 though, because wave 12 will be harder. But doesn't that mean that that wave, it becomes a horde wave? And hordes, aren't that like just a lot of weaker enemies? Right. And we have no problem killing weaker enemies, right? It doesn't seem like. It's like the tougher enemies that we generally tend to have all the time killing, I feel like. It's not attack speed. That's 5% K. You have to realize, yes, we only have like 2 blue weapons. What's our armor? Our armor is 0K. So if we got used a little bit of armor now, it would make a big difference. Yeah, that blob is like really dangerous, by the way. Oh, please kill stuff. We would really need a monkey or something, you know, something similar. Luck. Nah, I unlock you. Horde will appear on wave 12. Can't I hover over that and see what that actually does? Okay. Okay, they shoot spikes when they die, or if you're close to them, it seems like. But yeah, the fun thing about this, right, if you compare it to something like Vampire Survivors, is that yes, you have like a lot of things that can give you negative effects, so it's the whole balancing act, but then it's almost like gambling aspect of it, like being like, oh man, do I take this? Like, oh, this is a risk, but it can pay off, you know, so much, you know, and stuff that, you know. We still have 0 armor, right? Yes. Still 0 armor. Yeah, because I feel like this is getting like really, really dangerous. Like we need more shotguns, I feel like. Not more curse, now we should have 2 curse, yes. Yeah, we shouldn't have to use that strategy so often. Yeah, armor. We have burning from anything though. Yes, we do. Okay, now we're on that wave. Now we can see how scary it actually is. Because I mean, if it's just weak enemies and we can kill them all, or if we can kill a lot of them, then you know, like that would be insanely good. I mean, we only have 1 cursed enemy here. It isn't absolutely insane though. I mean, we're not getting a lot of materials though. And is that we're not killing stuff? No, come on. Oh man, it's getting scary. Carpet 3, come on. Nice. Actually, doing this, that seems good. No. Damn it. Okay, but you know, I think that's actually gonna do it for now. I mean, that was pretty crazy, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, so well-rounded, crazy, okay. How far does it go down with characters? I could book an ogre, romantic sailor, okay, so sailor is, okay. Gangster, dwarf, nah. Okay, so that was the first time we played Brotato. You know, that was absolutely crazy. And so then, like, sure, I've watched quite a lot of X, but I mean, I haven't watched Brotato videos and so when he started doing them and stuff that, you know. So I know I think technically that's what his channel started doing first. I think was Brotato before he even went into Vampire Survivors and stuff that, yeah. Maybe Vampire Survivors was before. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna start uploading now the clips. I'm drinking because I had a little bit of Celsius left as well, instead of just drinking the water all the time. So yeah, so I'm gonna start uploading this because I'm gonna go into this first load. So that, but yeah, I mean, I think we did decently. I feel like we did decently, you know, now when we're recording and stuff that, you know. And I'm of course gonna continue on playing and stuff that, you know. And we will see right how popular these videos get and stuff that, you know. And yeah, and I don't know, right, if the stages, like, do the stage change that much with what happens, you know, and stuff that, you know. Could we have survived that time? I don't know. Would it have been better if we combined more shotguns? Maybe we should have gotten other weapons with like more cooldown or whatever, right? Because I feel like that was the problem, right? Was it that we didn't re-roll enough, right? Because I feel like sometimes, right, that even if you get a lot of the weapons right, if you then stop getting the weapon right, like that feels like why does that happen, right? Because it feels like, oh, you have 6 weapons, and now the game is like, oh, now you don't want more weapons. I feel like that becomes a thing once you get 6 weapons. So maybe you are meant to combine them, but that you have used abilities of them showing up. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time.